In this video, I'm gonna talk about a very interesting Piggy fan game I found. This game has some great mechanics that I haven't seen a lot of other fan games do before. The game in question? Piggy Desolate Disruption. Perhaps you've heard about it. Created by Framed Bucket and this team, the game has only 2 chapters as of now. However, as both of them are really short, I'm simply gonna talk about both of them in this video. You're playing as Milo, a police officer alone in a world of corruption and horror. He finds himself at a desolate house during the night. Will you guide him through this long and disruptive journey? Anyway, let's start off with... The game starts off with us parked outside the Piggy household. We knock on the door but no one answers. So instead of driving away, we find the house key and unlock the door. And then we see the first enemy for this chapter. And then she just disappears. Your main goal is to get a shovel and reach the attic. To get said shovel, we need to get a shed key first, which is inside this room. We see Penny reappear again. And now you're placed in a boss fight like sequence. You need to collect these orbs and make Penny walk into them. Once you collect enough, she will disappear again. After she disappears, you get access to another room and a shed key. Inside this room, if you click on this painting of Milo, you get a badge and also 2 RP skins. Once you collect the shovel and get to the attic, you see Penny reappear again, now looking a lot more distorted. To defeat her, you need to light these candles on the fire, as well as pick them up and put them in this ring. Once you collect every candle, you destroy Penny, and the game just ends. Remember when I said this game was short? Yeah, you can beat this whole chapter in just 3 minutes. I also found this one interesting note. On top of the shelf, you can find a note that is a reminder to Penny that she should read before going to bed. See everyone? This is what happens to you if you don't read before bed. Read some books. Anyway, although this chapter is short, I still enjoyed playing it. I like the map design, and it has some interesting mechanics. Overall, an enjoyable experience. Now for chapter 2. The chapter starts off with us arriving back at the police station. We enter the station, and we see a person. This guy called Ryan. Milo tells him about how a horrifying demonic pig was trying to attack him. Ryan doesn't believe him, and Ryan just disappears. I'm starting to notice characters disappearing out of thin air seems to be a reoccurring theme in this game. We try to contact possibly another officer, called Marco, but instead a mysterious person answers. After that, we are tasked with finding out who the unknown caller is. And here is where we introduce one of the many interesting mechanics, listening. You can approach doors using a hearing prompt. Milo will then go near the door and you have 2 options, listen or open the door. Using the listen option, you may hear one of these couple sounds, either a simple buzzing light, footsteps, and many more. Simply, you want to open the door only when the buzzing light noise played. If any of the other noises played and you open the door, you'll get attacked. I think the characters you get jump scared by are really cool, and you might just not even see them in your first playthrough. These are the fallen first responders, and their designs are just amazing. I really like them. It's such a shame they go incredibly underused and are exclusive to this mechanic. And even if you do get jump scared by them, you see them for little than a second. You also get a badge depending on which character jump scared you. There's 3 badges, depending on which sound played first. If there's footsteps, you get sliced by Kaylee. If you hear something falling, you get chomped by Laredo. And if you hear like sniffing, you get sloshed by Marco. Also, when you do get jump scared, you get this end screen that fades after a few seconds. I think it's really cool. Anyway, if you do decide to open the door at the right time, you can actually progress. Once you get a couple more items, you can access the main cell area. I really like this area for some reason. Maybe because it has the world's biggest mop in it, but who knows. I especially like the outdoor part. Speaking of the outdoor part, we are tasked with opening a boarded up door, which requires us to get a hammer as well as a yellow key. We find the hammer in a jail cell and lift this garage door to get to the outdoor area, which also plays this unnecessary but also cool cutscene. Now here, you again introduced to another mechanic, tree climbing. When you hold E near a tree, it makes Milo climb up it and look inside the leaves. Now, I originally thought this mechanic would be used for like a stealth segment, or you would have to hide in the tree to evade an enemy. Unfortunately, none of that happens. All you have to do is find the right tree that has the golden key inside of it. That would have been really cool though. After you find the golden key, you unlock the boarded up door, which again also plays this cool animation. Milo is just cool like that. After the screen fades to black, we see Milo pointing a taser at someone. This someone is called the Ranger, also being the same unknown person we spoke to on the radio. We see him holding a key, which I don't think is important whatsoever. However, after that, we hear a noise, and we are placed inside another boss fight segment. We see our good friend Ryan now infected. And here, we are introduced to yet another mechanic, breaking pipes and shooting the taser. Once you break a pipe, water will start spilling out of it. You need to make Ryan go near it for him to get soaked. Now you can hold left shift and shoot Ryan to electrocute him, since water and electricity don't go well together. You do that a total of 3 times. You also find out that Ryan's a parkour enthusiast, and now you are tasked with leading him to a cell. Once you do that, the game ends. I actually really like the ending cutscene. Just look at it, it's so cool. Anyway, we lock Ryan in the jail cell. MacLeod jokes that our nearby zoo will love Ryan as a new exhibit, and the cutscene fades away. Now, I had a lot of questions. How did Ryan get infected so fast? I don't know, maybe we'll find out in a future chapter. We might think, we've talked about pretty much everything. Video over, right? Not yet, there's still more lore we can get. Inside the RP, for some reason.
What's your game, Armstrong? Gonna talk me to death?
If you go to the station map inside the RP, you can find these pages that give the main characters a little bit of a background. Here's MacLeod, for example. His full name is
Darius.
He's 24 years old, and he likes making music. Oh, and also, if anyone takes his sandwich while he's away, he will find them. Okay. Fun fact. If we take the year MacLeod was born, and out of his current age, we can find out when this fangame takes place. It's 2012. Very cool fact. And that's basically everything I have. Even if this fangame is very short and simple, I still somehow had a million things to talk about. I highly recommend you play this game. It has some really refreshing and interesting mechanics. I'm definitely looking forward to future chapters. This game's total playtime is about 10 minutes, just because of how short the chapters are. And I know you have that spare time, because you just watched this video. So go play it, link in the description. Anyway, without wasting your time more, I've been the Genetic Penguin, and that was Piggy Desolate Disruption. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Sure, yeah, shout out to the Generic Penguin.